What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, if so, to another market update video here at Benefit Central. I'm Benjamin, and today Bitcoin and the S&P charts. But before I get right into the market, please leave a like, drop a comment, and if you could subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. Jumping into Bitcoin right away. We had a crazy day. We saw our trade go all the way down here. We got out, stopped out right here, just as that failed. But we got out, came all the way down, and I'll show you the daily. We had an oversold, extremely oversold daily, where this candle was down here and shot right back up. I will show a screenshot of that over here. But that was actually pretty interesting. I believe I tweeted about it as well, that that was proof that we were going to go ahead and flip towards a GBI. It had a wick all the way from the top. Although I did take a little power nap after, studying the market for several hours last night, chasing it. Took a nap and I woke up and it was back to where it was supposed to. So that was interesting to see. Probably because the S&P probably opened up a little bit bullish. Lately, these two have been correlating a bit, just probably because Bitcoin has been such an explosive entity in the market that it is probably here to stay now, that it is correlating with the rest of the market. That's probably a great sign to show that it is here to have a position here in our markets for crypto, period, just because Bitcoin is the leading entity in it right now, the leading coin, the only thing that's backing crypto realistically. There's too many things that they're fighting for, regulations and everything, so I had said that in the last video, and I went and did some research on it, and I believe that is why crypto is correlating so well with the S&P right now, and with inflation and everything. But jumping into the charts again, just to see what our next plan is. My next buy-in for the 4-hourly would be above here, if we can get some confirmation above a break and a close above this 2,500 level. I will be jumping in just because that is the level we've been fighting for, to try to reach 22,500. But the only thing that I'm finding on resistance is just that daily. The daily was struggling pretty hard with our indicator here. It looks like it did shoot past it and ended up touching 20,500. But I wasn't interested in that. I wasn't expecting all that momentum to come in from the bottom here. But as you can tell, we tapped it, went below it, came through, came right back, and actually this happened just recently, just the past few hours. I'd say probably 2 hours ago. This one is now forming, and we have 8 minutes. There's an hour and an hour. So we did come up and we hit the 20,500 level, retesting it. We did cross bullish, like I said yesterday. As long as we can head bullish like we did over here, we crossed and we can come up, cross bearish, came down, cross bullish. So as long as we can get enough momentum hourly as well to close above this and get above our 2,000 indicator, or 2,000, sorry, it'll be the 200 indicator, MMA. As long as we can close and we can show that isn't resisting us back down to the floor, then we should be good. But jumping into, just real quick, just the monthly to see how that reacted. Yep, still the same. Weekly is still the same. We could see a RBI start to form here if we can close this hammer above like this week. As long as we don't get any too crazy movements, we could see this start to form an RBI, and then we could possibly see us break through this 200 that's hiding right there. But as of right now, we are still sticking to this ascending triangle that we have right here. It is holding on its pattern. I thought it was going to break just because of the inflation reports and all the data and everyone being so bearish. There was either two outcomes: one, we tank, or two, there was a short squeeze and it pulled us back up. But other than that, we're going to jump into the S&P, find out why Bitcoin is jumping the way it is. And this is the weekly. Looking in on the weekly, there is the GBI completing maybe possibly its triple bottom, unless we find more momentum down to 36, 37. That is the weekly. The monthly seems like it could come down and complete this just real quick, or at least touch our indicators. Looking in on the indicators, we're around 34.70, so that is a possible low that we could see. Even possibly getting back around our levels around here, around 32.67 for another support if we break this one. However, looking into the weekly, no, that was our weekly. Looking in the daily, excuse me, we do see a double top formation off of 39.51, which is not good. W's push up, M's push down. It just shows clear resistance from a ceiling. So as long as we can find some support around here, we can, like I said in a few past videos, as long as we can consolidate for the S&P in this range, it would be great for the market. But if we decide to tank through this, that will influence the rest of the markets, and I don't see a stop until this bottom around this W, which will put us around 3,200. If we do decide to close and break this, we'll be back into our ascending channel fully, because right now we're just back into the oversold area. As long as we can perfect that, as long as we can get this to work, I feel like the market should be okay. However, I do believe that our inflation data report, it was since 40 years that they've just reversed. So since we did uncover that up again, I do believe that this is the highest of the inflation that we're going to see. This could have been bottoms for markets. A lot of people were calling bottoms in the markets for this month. So realistically, we're halfway through the month, and we just have another 2 weeks just to see how, if this really was the bottom. Inflation data reports came out. That is most likely the highest, as it shook everybody. It was all over media. It was everywhere. Even the people that weren't involved in stocks and don't even know what that means, they were throwing it around. So I know that was enough to get some eyes on it from people. But other than that, everybody, that's another quick market update video for you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.